welcome back to Time to Go. Bob here, and today we've got another really cool watch in. This watch is in from Vario. We are taking a look today at the Vario Eclipse. This is on a watch tour. It is coming by way of Scott from Watches Galore. Big thank you, Scott, for letting me take part in the tour. Afterwards, it's going to be going on to Peter von Panda, then I believe out to the guys in California, Aron Dunlap and Chris from Marshall Time. After we take a look at the watch, I've come across a pretty cool watch strap company. They're another Canadian company. I'm always plugging the Canadian companies, but these guys are called Strap Mill Canada. They make a fantastic product at an affordable price. So we're going to talk about those as well at the end of the video. So let's take a look at the Vario Eclipse. All right, so before we get into the watch, I've seen some comments on this watch, well, more particularly on the strap, and people not liking it, not being a fan of it. I've seen it in a few comment sections on some other reviews here on YouTube. The watch comes on a Harris tweed strap. I have the black on the watch, and we have the red version of it as well here. I myself do not mind this strap at all. I find it's a little bit different looking, something unique. For those, though, that are not a big fan, the owner has been listening to your feedback. He's going to be offering these with a leather, probably a leather option as well, and that's going to be coming out fairly soon on the site, so you can check out the link in my description below. If they're not there yet, they will be there at some point in the future. When we check out the Strap Mill Canada straps over here, I think I'll try them on the Vario so you guys can get an idea of what this looks like without the tweed. So when you get your Vario watch, the watch comes in this nice slender packaging. I like the big showy display boxes, but for storage purposes, these are fantastic. The paperwork that it comes with here just has some warranty information, some instructions, as well as a nice little welcome letter. And also on top of that, the watch is a quartz movement. It is sent out, or it has a quartz movement. It is sent out with a spare battery as well as a spring bar tool. As to the specs on the watch here, the watch comes in with a 38mm case width. We have lug to lug at 45mm. The lug opening is 20mm and the thickness is 10mm. We have a beautiful double domed sapphire crystal with AR coating on the inner portion of the crystal. Without that dome, the case is actually, I believe, around 7mm, so it's a very slender watch. The water resistance is 50 meters, which isn't bad for a dressier watch, and the watch houses the Seiko VH31 movement. It's a quartz movement, but one of the cool features of it is it beats 4 times per second, giving it the sweep feel of a mechanical watch. By the way, if you take a look at the Vario site, they also offer this in a hand-winding mechanical version. The dial is ultra clean with Vario applied in stainless steel at the 12 o'clock position. The rest of the dial is totally void of any other lettering. Just love that convex sunburst dial with the minimal printed indices and simple handset. The case has some nice finish work. It is completely polished. If we look at the side profile here, the lugs have a really cool vintage look. We have on the opposite side of the watch a signed crown, which although is on the smaller side, it's still very easy to pull out and use. And you'll see here the movement is a hackable movement. The case, which is screwed to the case, has some nice etch work, etched with the lettering saying, "Heavenly Hound Devours the Moon." If you look at the Vario site, you'll find the story of the Vario Eclipse, which talks a little bit more about that. So I'm going to pop it on wrist with the tweed strap, then we'll take a look at it with some other strap options. Alright guys, so on wrist, I think the Eclipse is a really sharp looking watch. As far as the strap goes, my only gripe with it is the keepers here. They're a little on the puffy side. Other than that, I think it's a fun strap to have that's going to be a little bit different than your run-of-the-mill straps. That being said, I think this will look great on some other strap options too if you're not a fan of the tweed. So last week I received a couple of straps from Strap Mill Canada. These guys are out of the west coast of Canada. They offer some great strap options, including these two guys. We have the padded oil tan deep black leather strap here, which is backed with some orange Nubic leather. On the other side of things, we have a really nice seatbelt NATO, seatbelt style NATO, and the quality is there with both of these straps. I haven't had a chance to wear the black yet, but it feels like a quality strap. And you guys if you guys are thinking about ordering from them, you check out their site. Even though you are outside of Canada, shipping is free on orders over $50. So check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below. But I just want to pop them on the Vario just to give you guys an idea of some different looks with this watch if you're not into the tweed strap. All right, so first up, I just want to show you guys the watch on the oil tanned strap, and this thing is really nice. It's a pretty basic looking strap. It's very dressy looking. It really dresses this watch up. I think it looks fantastic. It's under $30 Canadian, so US dollars, you're probably looking at the low 20s for this strap. And it's well worth it for that kind of money. I'm really happy with it. Hardware is very nice. And I love that kind of shiny black. I've never had one quite like this. Both of these straps actually were intended for my Zin 104, and the red and black NATO looks killer on the Zin. I'll show you guys when I do the review. I'll pop it on the Zin for the review. So very nice. Totally changes the look of this watch. Let me pop it on the red and black NATO here for a second. All right, guys. So another totally different look for this watch. Much sportier. I just love the way this thing looks on this NATO. And this is actually my second seatbelt NATO. These things are very comfortable. I love that little sheen that they give off. And this is a particularly well-made one. I think this was around 19 Canadian, so that's going to be in around the 14 or 15 American mark, somewhere in around there. So they're quite affordable. I just love this one. There's another one that I'll probably be grabbing from them at some point in time. I can't wait to show you guys what this looks like on the Zin 104. It just looks killer on that watch. So, and looks killer on this one too. So that's going to be it, guys. Let's take this back outside and we'll wrap up today's video. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a ton of fun putting this one together for you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. It really helps. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.